Hello and welcome back to Beatbox Basics with me, Mr Shay. This is lesson 6. Now we have been away for a week, but I hope you didn't miss us too much. But during that time, we did put together a small video resource playlist of different examples of beatbox in industry. So we've got examples of beatboxing in film. We've got beatboxing in the Beatbox Championship, so competitive beatboxing, and we've got examples of beatbox using technology like loop stations. So do check those videos out. We've just put together a small playlist for you, and you can see how beatbox can be used in practice and maybe get inspired from those things. So feel free to check those videos. We're going to get straight into lesson 6. Lesson 6 is all about putting all those skills that we've learned into practice. So how can we make a routine using the different elements? We're going to find out in this lesson. So let's get straight to it. So as we've had a little week's break, it's even more important to go through the recap. Hopefully you've been practicing at home still. We've got the BTK, the kick, hi-hat, snare. We've got the kick with the bass, or we've got our drum and bass rhythm. We're going to go into a few genres, recapping a few of those. So we had that was the kind of drum and bass type of rhythm with some melodic bass in there, bass lines. We've got the Afrobeat rhythm, which was which you can remember through the rhythm. I would like a cup of tea. Yes, I would like a cup of tea. Remember that? Cool. A nice bouncy rhythm there. We've got the house rhythm, which is a quicker tempo, 120 beats per minute, around there. We've got two rhythms here. We've got the boots and cats and boots and cats, which you know, but with the open hi-hat. So remember, the closed hi-hat was the t, the open was the tss. So boots and cats and boots and cats, which was tsk, 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 tsk. And then you got Postman Pat and Postman Pat, which was... So that was the PS snare, which was like the snare with the hi-hat attached to it. So... So hopefully you remember that and you've practiced. So you've got the dubstep rhythm. Now this is 140 beats per minute, so we're getting a lot quicker in tempo, but it's done in half time, so it doesn't feel as quick. And the way to remember the dubstep rhythm is please pause the beat. Please pause the beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we tried the rhythm where we filled in the gaps with the hi-hats, and that sounded like this. Nice. So now we're ready for a final beatbox routine. Now that you know all of your different elements, different rhythms, different pieces to the puzzle, we can put them together to create one final beatbox routine. And this routine is going to look at the different genres that we've learned and the different tempos. So we're fitting all of the knowledge that we've learned into one routine. So I've helped you out by creating a video guide, almost like a karaoke, but you'll have the notation on the screen and you'll have a click track to help you with your tempo. So let's have a look at that, and I'm going to demonstrate our final beatbox routine. So just listen to this one. 1, 2, 3, here I go. Change. Change. half time. Let's go. Okay, so now you've seen the demonstration and how it's supposed to sound. I'm going to give you a few pointers so that you can get involved and try it yourself with the guide video. Some things to notice is that in the guide video, you might have seen the blue notation in the middle of the screen. That was the notation that we're following at the time. And then the green notation, which flashes at the bottom, tells you what to expect next. And usually that green notation to get ready for the next rhythm will come with 8 counts before it's supposed to come. So you'll hear an 8 count. It'll be the normal beat. The next one comes up, flashes on, and you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, and then it will change. So that's something just to notice. Also, towards the end of the routine, we have a few difficult moments in there where all of a sudden we go from a house, which is quite a pacey rhythm, into a half-time beat, and it feels like you're really slowing down a little bit. So I've put in this a symbol which says half, which tells you that we're going to go half-time now, and you'll feel that change very drastically within that routine. It's quite a difficult thing, but if we master it, it can be really effective because it really changes the feel of the routine, creates variety. And then as it moves into the drum and bass tempo, which is a lot quicker, the halftime disappears and you go back into normal pace. Now, because those rhythms are quite difficult to kind of transform into, I have put some, you may have heard a guide, a backing beat to help us to hear what it's supposed to sound like. So we've got little things here, little pointers to help us out throughout this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play that video and let's see how you get on beatboxing the routine with me. Are you ready for this? Right, so go for it. Let's do it. And don't worry if you don't get it straight away, because I think this, when you're creating a routine, it really needs practice for you to be able to learn it and do it confidently. So you might want to do this a few times, but for this one, I'm going to do it with you and then take your time to really finesse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, boots and cats, let's go. 1, 2, 3 and change. 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 1, 2, 3 half time. Change. Change. One, two, three, and change. 1, Well done, well done. Fantastic work. Well done for taking part. Well done for joining in. I'm guessing you did really, really well. I can imagine it was quite a challenge, but well done for overcoming that and taking part. That is really, really fantastic work, because what we're doing is some quite tricky stuff. We're merging everything we've learned into one routine, and notice when the tempo changes every single time, that's the biggest challenge, to be able to remember the rhythm and match the tempo as well. So however you did there, fantastic job. Keep practicing and perfecting that routine. Now, while you do that, I'm going to give you some more tips. I'm going to give you some tips on how to make that routine your own and put your own signature stamp on it, because beatboxing, when performing, is all about having your own style, your own flavor, and it's what makes you stand out from the crowd when it comes to beatboxing. Okay, so here are some tips on, once you've practiced and got confident with that routine, how to really make it your own. So how to add your own flavor. So I want to see your personality come through in these routines. Are you a serious person? Are you quite a funny person? Do you like humor? What's your facial expressions? How are they working? How is that personality being added to your performance? Signature sounds. Now, this is a really big thing. My signature sound, I love to use a siren. Now, that's an advanced sound, but these signature sounds don't have to be advanced sounds. They can just be a sound that maybe you make up. Spend some time getting to know a sound that you really enjoy. Maybe it's a lip roll. Maybe it's a maybe it's a whatever that signature sound is. It could just be a raspberry. a lip bass, lip roll. Yeah, so whatever that might be, get that as your signature sound and use it in every routine you do. So when people hear you, they go, "Yep, that is that beatboxer. I know that beatboxer." Bridge sections. So in this routine, we've got the skeleton of a routine. It's not a full routine, it's a skeleton, because you've got sections just harshly changing into different sections. But how are you going to weave the sections together and make it a bit more smooth? Maybe you do build-ups, maybe you add a little fill before the next rhythm starts. What are you going to do to bridge those sections together? That's really important when it comes to making a routine. Not having sometimes harsh change could be really cool because it's quite dramatic, but some other times it's really good to merge those in, make it feel a bit more like a journey. And finally, physical actions. What physical actions you do? Notice when I'm beatboxing, I always play the pretend drums. It's air drumming. I like to air drum because it makes the whole performance feel a bit more real. It makes it more believable that these instruments become more impactful. Yeah, or I like to reflect the sounds with my hand actions or my facial expressions, like I said before. What I'm going to do now is show you a few examples, bridging those sections together, adding my own flavor and personality. Here's an example of how it can look. This is the Mr Shay final beatbox routine. And there's an example of how you can add your own flavor, your own personality to your final routine. So I'm going to leave you with that. Keep practicing that routine. That is a lovely basis for you to start your own thing. And who knows, maybe you can create your own routine that's completely different. Maybe you learn your own rhythms. And actually, one thing I'd like to add is, if you have a song that you like to listen to yourself, have a think about how you can recreate that song, maybe adding the melody with the beat to create your own cover. And in your routine, why not add the cover of the song that you like? Because it's always good to add songs that people are familiar with, because it goes from being a routine that only you know to a routine that other people can latch onto. So I might do... I might remix it. So make things that already exist your own as well. That's a really, really good tip to add. And that's it for this lesson. Now, we'd like to add on a final note that we've really enjoyed watching your beatbox progression videos and the videos that you've sent in using our Dropbox link at the bottom in this description below. So do check that out and do add your videos, upload your videos. Of course, make sure you get permission from a responsible adult, whether that's a teacher, a parent, or a carer. And we'll look at those videos, and who knows, we'll share those in the next session. So on that note, although this is the final lesson, lesson 6 of our 6-week program, we are going to be continuing these lessons on a Thursday every week, because you've told us that it's been really fun and you've engaged with it so much. We don't want to stop it there. So I'm going to be uploading a weekly beatbox challenge every week. That might be a new rhythm, a new sound, and it'll be a test for you to be able to pick that rhythm up, accept the challenge, and get it basically, and do it yourself. So once you do get it every week, why not record a video of yourself nailing the challenge and upload it to our Dropbox via the link below. So that would be really awesome if we can continue the practice. Also, to celebrate the fact that you've completed this 6-week Beatbox Basics program with Leicestershire School's Music Service and myself, Mr Shay, we would like to give you a certificate to mark your achievement. So we're going to put information on how you can install and download and print that certificate in the next video. So stay tuned for that. And that's it. That is our Beatbox Basics program complete. Stay tuned every week on a Thursday for our weekly beatbox challenge, and we hope to see you there. And a final note for me, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody who got involved with this Beatbox Basics program. It's been amazing to hear all of the feedback, to see all of the progression videos. It's been such a buzz, and I've enjoyed every single week putting out these tutorials for you, because I knew that you were using them and valuing them so much. So a big, massive props to all of you. Round of applause. Yes. And finally, keep practicing. That's it for me. I've been Mr Shay. Peace out.